Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where it appears to be time to get your angst on. After a lot of time checking out Doll's Box before, I'm finally checking out Unlucky Morpheus. Now here's the thing before I get into it. I can't remember. I know there's two bands that sort of succeed Doll's Box, in that there's one where it's the singer but not the band, and one where it's the band without the singer but the drummer's the singer, and I don't know which one this is. I can't remember. I think this is the one where the singer is still the singer but the band is not there. Anyway, so it's kind of hard to set you up for this, but to say I really liked Doll's Box for having such an experimental sound. Sometimes it was a little bit of a mess, but basically it was great to hear so much in a song that you were so engaged, and heard a few of the songs, really enjoyed them. Now I really love the lead singer's voice, so if it is the one with her, fantastic, and I'll be looking to hear how it's used in contrast here. If it's the one with the band, obviously I'll be looking to see what they do without her amazing voice, but they're fantastic anyway. Half of what I just said is totally pointless. Anyway, this song is called Black Pentagram, though, from what I believe I just saw. So I'm expecting this to be some full-on emo stuff, or maybe it's going to get Visual K up in here. Who knows? Let's go and check. Nope. Come on. Stupid technology. Go. This does look like a different band, so I'm assuming it's the same singer. Let's see what happens. Love the use of the violin. It's got a lot of really punchy rhythm to it as well. Good start. I think that's just her with emo hair. That's a pretty hot chorus, and I've got to admit, they're really I'm not usually a double kick man, but I'm loving the beat as well. This is selling me on something I wouldn't usually be so into, and her voice is part of that. Lovely little taps on the bell of the cymbal there. Who saw a guitar solo coming? Do you know, all criticism aside though, this is the way a guitar solo should be. It should be one of those guitar solos where you can just sing it to yourself while you're in the shower. They've earned this out of control last run on the chorus. That's the nice thing. They've earned this by working up to it. Alright, I think we're going to have an interesting conversation off the end of this. Lawrence Fishburne will be so proud. Okay. Proud, but not winning the lottery, it would appear. So basically, anyone who's probably been watching this for a while, I would assume, anyone watching this channel for a while, would probably assume that that would be something which would be kind of not really in my main scope. And yes, that is a sort of style of music that maybe I wouldn't naturally go to as much as others, but just everything about that way that was delivered was very much really my taste, and I really actually liked that a lot more than I expected. As you guys know, the whole thing about this channel is we try to be critical, and so the fact that I've been doing a lot of suggestions recently has made that difficult, because it seems that you guys are quite good at picking suggestions. I know some of you do some to challenge me, but some of you do them based on my opinions, and you've picked really well. Now this is an interesting one, because whereas her voice, I mean, I'm pretty sure, if I'm wrong, you're going to have to give me a real ass kicking on this. I'm pretty sure that's the lady from Dolls Box who's singing in this band. And whereas I like her voice and what she does there, strangely here you get to hear her using her voice more. The power's more evident. There's more sort of energy and presence in what she's doing. It seems more tailored to her style, which would make sense if this was the band that she kind of originated or at least broke success with. Now, the rest of the band as well, it was kind of in that, you know, it was doing the metal thing you'd expect, but I really loved the sound. The inclusion of the violin added so much to that. It added a contrast, it added something higher up and yet smoother that stopped it going into that level that lots of high-speed metal bands can go to, where it becomes so energetically thumping that it actually becomes a dirge. In a strange way, having the violin helps. This is something where, love them or hate them, this is something where Evanescence really cracked a fantastic path, was by having a female lead singer with a powerful voice and strings in there as well, which basically meant that you had a different approach to the vocals, where the vocals were less powerful but less gritty, meaning that again it steered away from a dirgy sound, and a violin adding contrast so that you had something musically higher up, just kind of you know, making everything a little bit not softer but giving contrast again. So this benefits in the same way that Evanescence benefited with their sound, by having those things, you know, having powerful female voice as well. Now, the other thing as well is, because of that and because of the power of the backing, when the sort of screamo stuff happened in this, which as you guys might remember I'm quite picky about, it really worked actually. I thought it was fantastic. I thought the screams were put in, the shouty bits were put in just right, at the right volume in the background, but they were accenting, they were giving a sort of enraged, out of control feel at just the right points, with just the right amount of energy to pump it up, you know, to add more colour, which was brilliant. The chorus was actually quite catchy, as much as you'd expect from this type of music. It was a real one that you felt pumped up to sing along. There was just a lot of good energy, a lot of good sound, a lot of good balance. Now, it's a genre that's been done a lot. This is one of the genres with probably the most bands in, you know, doing loud, thrashy, sort of metal in a sort of with a hard rock ethos. That's a genre with a lot of bands in it, so it's hard to stand out. I would say though that certainly this is amongst the best examples of that kind of slightly, I'm going to say slightly emo-y sound that I've heard, and they own it really well by doing it in a fantastically musical way. I enjoyed that a hell of a lot more than I expected, I'm going to be honest with you. The video was much of a muchness. It was actually very well directed, but there wasn't much going on except for just sort of live performance shots, but the shots were handled fantastically. So it was good on that side, but that's not much to write home about. It was just a good accompaniment to the fact that the song was far better than I think anyone could have expected, especially considering I didn't know it was going to go that way. I wasn't sure what style of music to expect. So I just was pleased about that. And the last thing I'd say, the drummer as well subverted expectations by really, you know, me loving what they did there. You guys know I'm a little bit awkward on double kicks. I double kicks can be used for accentation, but for me, a kick is, it gives you impact. So when you start using double kicks, it's that whole thing I say about the dirge. If there's too much noise too much of the time, then there's not enough contrast to make the noise mean anything. But in this case, the beat was just perfect. It just worked nicely. I mean, it was really well constructed beat. And like I say, when they got through to that last run of the chorus and just everything went mad and the double kicks just rolled in, whereas normally in so many other bands they roll that out too early in the song or too prominently in things like chorus, and I just go, it doesn't feel like it's been earned. In this, when it happened at the crescendo of the last chorus, it felt like they earned it. It's like, we've done everything, we've taken you through a great song, given you a great bridge, given you great verses, given you fantastic choruses, fantastic performance, and now you've basically heard the song. We're going to play that chorus once more through, but we're going to really lose control. And that's brilliant. That's what it's for. That's what having two pedals linked up to your kick drum, that's what it's for. It's for when it's, all right, it's time to go crazy. So yeah, I'm all for that. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was much better than I expected. I'm looking forward to hearing more. So I think I've got some suggestions for them, but please feel free to get in the comments, tell me a little bit more. Tell me, am I right? Who is the right singer, isn't it? And feel free to give me more suggestions for Unlucky Morpheus. I'm not sure how many views this is going to get, because unfortunately it doesn't seem they're as popular as I would have expected them to have been with their original material, but I certainly would like to hear more, and why not put it on the channel for you guys and fans of the band. So thank you again, and for now, from Japan, it's a ciao.